The Medallion series looks great, functions like a pro grill, but it has its weaknesses. It is a great outdoor kitchen and I love it, but the price tag might scare some people away. I do agree that the Medallion series should be a little bit more affordable, since you will pay almost the same price to have a custom built outdoor kitchen done in your backyard. It has been a little bit over 6 months since I purchased it, and now it's time to share my personal experience and thoughts with you. How do you know if you purchase a good grill from a solid brand? To answer the question, you have to think about it like car insurance. How do you know if you have a good car insurance company? You won't know until it's time to file a claim if the company is great or if it's not. It's the same thing with grills. When you run into a problem, will the company be there to back you up? I can personally say that Charbroil is a solid company that has your back as a consumer. During this past winter, the sink faucet on the kitchen module cracked on the side during the cold winter here in Texas. I've never seen a faucet crack like that before. I went online, emailed Charbroil, sent them a few pictures of the faucet along with my receipt, and 2 weeks later, they shipped me a brand new faucet to my house. Other than a $5 shipping charge, they had no problem backing up their product during the warranty period. Now that we understand that Charbroil is going to be there if you buy one of their products, let's go into detail on some of the things that I like of the Medallion series and some of the things that I think can improve in the near future. Charbroil sells multiple modular pieces that can be connected together and set up any way you want, including a corner cabinet in case you want an L-shaped kitchen. That's pretty creative if you ask me. But for our needs, we only needed 4 pieces of the modular design in order to have enough space to support our patio's layout. We purchased the sink with the cooler, the 5-burner grill, the griddle, and the outdoor kitchen. Let's start by talking about the installation and some of the things you might need if you want a similar setup to what I have. All the modules come with heavy-duty casters to be able to move the units around easily. But what I decided to do was screw all of the units together to make them stationary. I then proceeded to add some 4-inch tiles that match my patio floor by gluing them to the bottom lip of each module with tile glue. This way, the outdoor kitchen will now have the same tile material as our covered patio's floor. I then proceeded to hook up the propane line to the house. My house is a 2021 model, so it already came with a propane line installed to the wall of the patio. If you don't have one, then you will need to install one if you do not want to be having to replace a 20-pound propane tank every few weeks. The propane hose will be connected to the grill using a white splitter extension adapter that you could buy at your local hardware store or online. I am going to go ahead and post a link in the description below in case you need that. If you decide to purchase the sink module like we did, you will need to install 3 things: a water line to the sink, an electric outlet close by, and run some plumbing underneath to connect your house to the drain. Or you can simply add a Home Depot or Lowe's bucket underneath and just throw in water as it gets full, just like we did. So we decided with the least expensive option and just add a 5-gallon bucket. Hiring a plumber to cut concrete and run a drain pipe to our septic tank was not going to be cheap, so we decided not to go that route. I ran a water line through the brick wall and installed a shut-off valve in the attic and one where the faucet line screws into. Next, I installed an electric outlet to avoid an extension cable connected to the outdoor kitchen. All the modules are connected by extension cords inside the cabinet. Let's go over some specs of each module along with what I like about them. First, the outdoor kitchen sink. It measures 50 inches wide, 25 inches deep, and 48 inches high. And it costs roughly about $1,400. Some of the highlights of these modules include the faucet and the sink with a cutting board. The sink is a little small, but it works to wash down vegetables, clean your hands, and wash some of the dishes. It's not a full sink like the one in your indoor kitchen, but it works for the most part. As I stated earlier, Charbroil did ship me a new faucet, but while I was waiting, I decided to install a $30 RV faucet from Amazon since I was a little impatient and I wanted to cook outside as soon as possible. The Amazon faucet looks and functions just like the original. It even moves the water anywhere you want. If you are out of the warranty period and your faucet breaks, don't fear, you can go to Amazon and purchase one like I did, because the official Charbroil faucet will cost you roughly over $110 with taxes and shipping costs. I will go ahead and post the link to the one I purchased and the one that Charbroil sells in the comment section below. There is also a removable pull-out garbage can with 2 electrical outlets. You can connect some speakers or charge your phones here. There's also a removable cooler that you can store some sodas and waters and add some ice. And here's a little word of advice. Don't forget to remove your drinks during the winter time. We left some sodas in there and one of them busted. Not a nice thing to see when you come back a couple months later and have to clean the inside of the cabinet from sticky soda residue. Charbroil sells a bar top accessory that can be added to the top of the sink module for extra space. But in our case, it was not needed since we have grass behind the grill and we didn't want it to interfere with the motorized blind. The last feature of the sink module is the granite top. Both the sink and the fridge have it, but for some reason the granite top on the fridge looks a little bit more faded than the granite top on the sink. Maybe the stone came from 2 different mountains, but we will never know. I don't consider it a big deal anyways. Next, the outdoor kitchen gas grill. It measures about 52 inches wide, 26 inches deep, and about 47 height. It comes with 5 burners and it costs roughly about $1,600. According to the Charbroil website, you can cook up to 36 burgers, but we've only used it to cook maybe about 8 of them. It also comes with integrated LED and halogen lights for easy nighttime grilling. The grill comes with a temperature gauge so that your meat won't run dry. And this module also comes with 2 drawers that we use to store our grilling accessories and utilities. Next, we have the outdoor kitchen griddle that measures 25 inches wide, 26 inches deep, and 38 inches wide, and will cost you about $1,000. Charbroil's online description states that you could grill up to 14 burgers, pancakes, or fried eggs at once, but we've never tried to cook this much food since there's only 2 of us in this house. It comes with stainless steel burners, electronic ignition, and control knobs with LEDs. It is also dual fuel. It can be used with propane out of the box, or you can use a natural gas conversion kit that is sold separately. I will post the link in the description below. The griddle also comes with a removable plate and a grease plate for easy cleanup. This is my favorite part of the grill. It is very simple to clean. I've owned some cheaper griddles and they are a pain to clean, but not with this one. Lastly, the outdoor kitchen refrigerator. It measures about 26 inches wide, 25 inches deep, and 35 inches in height, and will run you a little bit over $1,300. Like every refrigerator out there, it simply keeps your food and drinks cool. It has about 2.7 cubic feet of storage space. For reference, a regular size indoor fridge is about 20 to 25 cubic feet of storage space. It's good enough to store some drinks and some food that you will need at the time of grilling. According to the Charbroil website, you can set the internal temperature from 32 degrees to 42. But in my refrigerator, for some reason, it says I could go up to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. As far as the warranty goes, all the modules come with a 1-year warranty on all their parts. The grill and the griddle have a 10-year warranty on the burners and a 3-year warranty on the firebox and the griddle top. And now let's go to the areas that I believe that Charbroil can improve on. Number one, the plastic cutting board. Come on, did it have to be plastic? Maybe it could be plastic on the top, but they should have added maybe wood in the bottom to be considered a real cutting board. Number two, just like any other grill we have owned, rust is always a problem. For such an expensive outdoor kitchen, you will think that it can handle rust well, but I've noticed that some parts have already started to develop rust. If you do not have a covered patio, I do not recommend that you buy this outdoor kitchen. It is basically made out of thin metal and it might rust pretty fast if you keep it outside in the sun and rain all day. We did purchase the outdoor grill cover that was sold separately, but it only covers the grill and not the rest of the modules. We wish that Charbroil will sell a cover that will cover every single module, especially for those people that do not have a covered patio. And the last improvement, all of the modules require electricity and there's no simple way of connecting the electricity between them. I had to use extension cables and it really doesn't look the best in order to provide power to all the modules. Charbroil should consider a simple quick connect cable between the modules to make it easier for the consumer to connect the power between each module. Although this outdoor kitchen module is not perfect, but we really enjoy the way it looks and the way it functions together. I am personally not a big fan of cooking outside, but this outdoor kitchen makes it so simple for the average person to enjoy grilling. When we have guests over, we always receive compliments of how nice it looks. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below or subscribe to support my channel. None of the content that I share is sponsored or paid by any company. I will go ahead and post the product link in the description below. Please comment below if you have any questions, comments, or disagree with anything I said. See you on the next one.